come today. Time has come today.
Hey everybody, it's me Noah Mian from the Ark of Truth, and today is Thanksgiving 2017. First I want to apologize for my unannounced let's just say break from doing videos, and I've been doing a lot of stuff when it comes to school, so I'm gonna make a new change to when I'm gonna release stuff for in this channel. I am going to I'm going to be uploading videos every Monday and Friday unless I give another reason otherwise. And today's an exception because tomorrow I'm going to be spending time with my grandma to go shopping for Black Friday and to give my family some much needed gifts. Hopefully I won't have to go through that whole process where people fight and stuff over shit, and I hope that doesn't happen. I completely doubt it, but still. But what I want to talk about right now is the sexual allegations that have been rocking the United States of America, not just in the government sense, but in the entertainment, and this is definitely prominent also in Alabama with Roy Moore versus Doug Jones, the Democratic candidate in Alabama. This is definitely making so much headlines because the first one was Harvey Weinstein, the next one was Kevin Spacey, and then I think it was George Weinstein, who is his brother, but those three men were accused of sexual assault and other allegations as well. That's beyond crazy, and this is rocking the entertainment industry to the very core because Weinstein is definitely one of the top guys there in Hollywood. In fact, he owns the Weinstein Company, which helps produce and publish theatrical movies all across the country and worldwide as well. That alone gives you more money, and the fact that these allegations are coming out, this would definitely put less trust on basically being not just this company because it's because of the accusations against their own founders, but also because this is actually gonna hit other parts of Hollywood as well. These sexual allegations are, to be honest, nothing new because there has been some suspicion that Hollywood actually has something akin to that. In fact, it was a big open secret that pretty much a lot of people knew about, and they just didn't come and said anything. Much like Kevin Spacey, it was reported from one of his accusers that was a child actor back in the 1980s that he was actually assaulted by Kevin Spacey. And he didn't even what's the funny thing is, Kevin Spacey did not actually deny any of this. He didn't. In fact, he said he might have been drunk, and that, well, he was gay. Obviously, a lot of people did not like that. And I know this stuff is old news, but it definitely connects to the present. Because that's when it has now led to Alabama and the United States Capitol, basically Congress. And, basically, it's affecting also the United States government. So what we have here, at the start where it affected the government, was when there were accusations against Roy Moore that these teenagers at the time in the 70s, while Roy Moore was in his 30s, that he actually groped and sexually assaulted them a few times. Now, for right now, that's just an accusation, but it's, admittedly, to say that this is not having an effect on the election in Alabama would be misguided, incorrect, and definitely dishonest. it is definitely having a big impact. But will he lose? I do not believe so. Hell, I don't. To be honest, I don't really. I'm having a little bit of suspicions about the accusations as well. I'm not saying that this didn't happen or anything. It's just that some things didn't add up. And for right now, there isn't really any large amount of proof. So for right now, I say that Roy Moore is innocent until proven guilty, and that will be until we get something like that yearbook, with his signature on it, from one of the accusers, and actually prove that it was one of the signatures from Roy Moore, or something completely different like a photo, which leads me to the next accusation. This time against a sitting senator, Al Franken. This time, this is not just an accusation. There's an actual photograph. And I know I understand that a lot of this came out recently, but this is definitely hitting a lot of the system. It's hitting it so hard that I think it's in a way shaking its core, especially with the Democratic Party and basically Congress. It's going to affect how we think with in terms of ethics and who to send into our office to represent us. So we saw Al Franken actually groping the breast of another woman on the photo while these two were in a tour to Iraq for the USO. The fact is, it's shocking everybody. In fact, last time I checked, there were actually two progressive groups that who originally supported Al Franken. They're now calling for him to step down. This is not just Republicans that are calling him to step down. These are the groups, the progressive groups, that are actually calling him down. And now some of the Democrats are actually considering that he should resign. Now, there are a few that are actually defending Al Franken, but the cause for resignation are definitely a lot louder in my opinion. Which leads me to another accusation. Now let's be fair here. This allegation has so far not been proven. What we have here is with Congressman Conroy, who is a Democrat. I think from the state of Georgia. There was an accuser from one of his former secretaries that he actually tried to use his position in order to get to seduce her. Now again, these are just accusations. No further proof has been released yet. But now there has already been a second woman further expanding these allegations. Right now, this is definitely affecting the Democrats hard. In terms of, it's not affecting the Democrats hard. It's affecting both parties hard. More so with the Democrats than the Republicans, though. Because when Democrats have been known as the party for women's rights, with pro-abortion, pro-affirmative action, that sort of thing. Now with this, with all these accusations, and with some of the proof actually pointing to these allegations becoming true, this is going to shatter that image, and in fact, it's going to definitely put a lot of hurt on the Democratic Party. In fact, I recall on the poll that at least half of the Democrats do not have any positivity with the Democrats, with the Democratic Party, as of right now. And I think just a third of the Republicans actually hate the current Republican Party in terms of what's going on. So here's what I think is going to happen. Democrats are going to get a beating for not just in 2018, but for many years to come. I say this because in 2020, Joe Biden is considering running for president. Now, he hasn't actually said anything as of yet, but the thing is about Joe Biden is that he was actually called Creepy Joe by the Washington Post. And the reason is he actually groped I'm going to say a grope. He smelled several women and even a few girls. He touched them, and he inappropriately touched them in some places, like maybe even the breast as well. And just he was being very creepy. He even constantly said to young girls, "Don't date until you're 30." I'm not kidding. I'm sure there's a compilation somewhere on YouTube about that, but I'm not going to go further into that. The point is, this is definitely going to hit the Democrats very hard, and it's going to make it more difficult for them to win the elections. I think this will further show in 2018. And wow. And even beyond there. Now, for the Republicans, this is definitely going to be I think it's going to be temporary. I mean, like I said before, I believe that these are just currently accusations against Roy Moore, but this is definitely showing in some of the polls right now, where Doug Jones is gaining some traction. I don't think that Roy Moore's going to lose, though. I think he's going to win, but it's definitely affecting his overall campaign. In fact, I think he's more focused on the accusations than actually running his campaign in the state of Alabama. I think that's definitely this is definitely going to be hitting the Republican Party very hard. Basically, this is actually pushing Republicans against one another a little bit. And you could see this with the RNC and a few other senators and congressmen pulling their endorsements away from Roy Moore. Now, I think this is only a temporary issue, because it's just like I said, it's just accusations, no further evidence, and unless we see that evidence, he's just innocent until proven guilty. And if he wins, that's probably going to be the end of it. But in terms of the Democratic Party, this is going to be affecting them more, because they have these very well-known people who are seen as leaders of the Democratic Party. That's a big difference. And that's my belief. I think that the Republicans, while they are being hurt, while they're hurting right now, they're not going to be as bad when it comes to any future elections, or maybe other hits to their public image. So that's honestly what I think. That's all I have for you for today. My name is Noah Meehan from the Arc of Truth. Please post comments, rate this video, subscribe, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you. See ya.
Time has come today.